What's good, people of YouTube? It's your boy Moody. We're back. We're back with some more League Monday content. We have our JBA Season 4 Week 1 match. And we're playing Mix Brew. Yes, we have played him before on this channel. We have, overall in JBA, we are 3-0 against him. But he is a very good battler and he has a super scary team. Let's look at his team real quick. He's got the Right True, the Heat Tran, the Tangrowth, the Landorus Incarnate, the why am I blanking on Tentacruel? Sorry, I was just like blanking at that like jelly motherfucker Tentacruel. And he's got the Kyurem. While on my side we got Haxorus, K Moody 617, the Haxorus, with Dragon Dance, Poison Deb, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake. Got Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly. Next we have Tapu Fini, Cora the Legend. Rocking with Light Screen, Surf, Moonblast, and Ice Beam with enough Spadef to take a Solar Beam, Bloom Doom or a Z Solar Beam, which makes Bloom Doom from Heatran, plus a Flash Cannon. And then a little in defense to, I think, he had a Mega Absol, so it was to take some Mega Absol hits. And then I think it also allows me to take like something from Scrafty. I think it was like a Poison Jab. I don't remember off really correctly. Next we have Meatball, the Choice Crafter Manitan, with Max Attack and Max Speed, Jolly. This will speed tie with a Choice Craft Kyurem. Next we have Lord Zed. What up, Lord Zed, howling from the moon. We have Lord Zed with max HP, max special defense calm. This allows me to potentially not get O-code by an Earth Power from a non-special boosted Earth Power Landorus Incarnate Life Orb variant. So I think I could take like one. Like only one. It does like 90 like to like 105% or something like that. Like 95. It does something like very like a lot. But my rationale for that is if it came to that scenario and I really needed to take one, maybe I could take one and heavy slam it. Obviously, if it comes to that scenario, I'm in bad trouble right now. So yeah, it is what it is. Next, we have the beautiful Crank Yankees rocking out with Knockoff, U-Turn, Defog, and Roost. This has enough defense to take 49% from. It will take max 49% from a Landorus Incarnate Life Orb Rock Slide. And this Landorus Incarnate has to have zero attack investment. So I could take it. Only takes at max 49%, so it's about a 3 KO, which is good enough. But then the rest is in Spadef and HP, I think. Yeah, something like that. And then we have, making her debut on the channel, in general, we got Care Package, the Audino. This Audino has Wish, Protect, Toxic, and Ice Beam. This one is max HP for larger effect on the wishes, max HP, and a max special defense. So this Audino really is supposed to troll the Landorus Incarnate. Can't really do much to me. Landorus Incarnate, like especially with Wish Protect, I can really stall this thing out. And the Ice Beam, obviously, to hit the Landorus harder because that's quad. As you can tell by my team, it is very focused on trying to take down this Landorus Incarnate. Landorus Incarnate is a super scary mon, and if it gets out of control, it can be GG for Mix. Just looking at his team, really, I'm thinking like Heatran is definitely gonna have the Bloom Doom. Either that or he just gets waxed by the Tapu Fini. The Tentacruel could be something like, I don't know, like maybe more like Spadef, with very heavily Spadef investment to be switching to Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini can't really do that much to it. I mean, obviously Tentacruel doesn't want to get worn down by the Tapu Fini, but it can't, like, Tapu Fini kind of loses Tentacruel, kind of. And then the Raichu, I'm thinking, just that team preview, it's probably like a special attacker. Landorus Incarnate, I'm thinking it has to be max special attack, max speed with Sludge Wave, Rock Throw, or Rock Slide, Rock Slide, and Earth Power. I'm thinking that because Earth Power really fucks my team up. Like, like Earth Power, as I said with the Lord's Ed, like, it destroys that thing. It destroys Darmanitan, and it destroys a couple other things like Raikou on my team. Sludge Wave he has to have for the Tapu Fini, or he gets bopped by that, and Rock Slide he has to have or he will get walled out by the Mandibuzz. So I'm thinking at this point in the match, I'm thinking like just for potential leads, I can lead. He might lead Raichu. He might lead. He might lead Raichu, or he might lead like, I don't know, probably like Heat Train, maybe try to get his rocks or something along those lines. So I am going to lead Darmanitan, Choice Scarf Darmanitan, and the only thing that can outspeed me is a Choice Scarf Landorus. Well, there's a lot of things that could actually outspeed me. Choice Scarf Landorus, but realistic things that could outspeed me are Choice Scarf Landorus. I would speed tie with Kyurem or a Choice Scarf Raichu. But I felt pretty comfortable with the Darmanitan lead. So I decided to lead Darmanitan. He leads the Heatran. I have a decision to make. This Darmanitan does have Earthquake. It has Earthquake, Flare Blitz, and U-Turn. I have a decision to make whether or not to go for the EQ right here, right off the rip. But I am not real enough, and he could be Sugar Berry. So even though I don't think it's likely that he Sugar Berry, he could still be Sugar Berry. So I just decided not to risk it turn one, and just go for the U-Turn right here. Kind of wish I did go for the Earthquake. That'd be kind of cool, but, you know, it is what it is. I go into Korra. There's not really much Kyurem to do to Korra, so I force a switch. So I get up the Light Screen right here, which is really nice. I go into this thing. He gets up his Light Screen, which is kind of interesting. He goes for the Toxic within the Misty Terrain, which I'm glad he actually missed, because then that wouldn't have made him realize that, like, you can't Toxic in a Misty Terrain. I actually decided to go for that. It's only 4 turns in and I already fuck up the Misty Terrain. I'm gonna keep count this season how much I try to status while Misty Terrain, and so chalk one up for the ding. But yeah, it is what it is. So he decides to go to the Volt Switch. I eat that shit up, especially behind the Light Screen. He goes for that. I just go for Wish right here, because I didn't know what he wanted to do. I go into Crank Anchors. He gets up his rocks, and then I think I go for Knockoff right here. Yep. And then he reveals that he's Light Clay Raichu, which is kind of cool. So definitely that means he has Light Screen and Reflect. Might try to get both up, and then the idea behind that would be to help him set up like a Rock Polish or a Calm Mind with Landorus, and then just go wild. He goes for Volt Switch. I did a little calc before, and I know I could like comfortably live that right there. I just decided to defog. Even if he Rock Slides right here, I know I can live this. So I think I'd right here decide to go for the knockoff, because if I get a Life Orb off this Landorus Incarnate, it becomes way less scary. So he goes for the Rock Slide. We live in, and then I get this Life Orb out of here, which is really nice, really clutch right now. This Landorus has become a little less scary. So I decided to switch into Audino, because he can't really do much to the Audino. I decided to throw up a Wish here, I think. Yeah? Yeah. Ice Beam. Okay. I wanted to try to catch him with the Ice Beam. Probably should have Toxic right there, but what are you going to do? I think I decided to hard switch into Korra again, and he gets up the Substitute right here. So he's sub, and then I'm thinking, okay, he could be like, if he's sub Toxic Roost, and then, I don't know, like Ice Beam, Earth Power, or Draco, regardless, any of those 3 moves, you throw them in, like, Korra hard checks this thing. Like, he can't really do much to it if he's sub Toxic Roost. If he's just sub 3 attacks, that could be interesting as well. But I'm still trying to get a gauge. He goes for the Toxic right here, and then Misty Terrain protects me. So he's sub Toxic, probably Roost, and then probably a combination of could be Earth Power, could be Ice Beam, could be Draco. Uh, he talks over Akira, and I was thinking to myself he might not be able to touch this thing. Maybe he just talks because he only has Draco as the last move. But then why would go for so? Not sure. But it is what it is. I just go for the Moonblast again. I get a crit, which is really nice because I want to wear down this Tentacruel. I mean, it can switch into Tapu Fini, but it doesn't want to continue to keep on switching to Tapu Fini. Eventually, this is a losing battle for him. So I go into Care Package. He gets a layer of Toxic Spikes. I think I decided to Wish right here. Yep, decided to Wish right here. And then predicting him to wanted to get up Stealth Rocks on this because you've seen Ice Beam. And then this seems like a pretty free opportunity for him getting Stealth Rocks. He decided to go into it, so I hard switch into Mandibuzz. And then just get the Wish health back, which is super nice. He goes for Lava Plume. I get burnt, which actually, speaking getting burnt for Mandibuzz is way better than getting Toxics, in my opinion. So I go for the Roost right here, and then I go for the knockoff. Try to knock off this thing's item. Nothing comes off, so this confirms that he is the Grassium Z. Well, doesn't confirm necessarily Grassium Z, but he is definitely one of those Z moves. Heatran is his Z dedicated Zmon, so I'm almost 100% certain this man has Grassium Z. So I'm like, okay, that's good to know. I don't think I mentioned this in the preview, but I am Rindoberry. I do have Rindoberry to help take the Solar Beam for Tapu Fini, and then fire it back with the Surf. So I kind of want to bait him into doing that. Not gonna lie. I need to get these rocks away, so I think I just decided to defog right here. Yep. And then I'm still at 63%. He cannot kill me with a Rock Slide right here, so I decided to go for the Roost. Yep, go for the Roost. And especially with the Life Orb up, he can't touch this thing. And then he decides to keep on going for Rock Slide. He won't get a flinch because of Sheer Force. I just had to go in the Care Package. I think I just throw up a Wish right here, and then I think I go back into Mandibuzz. Yep, and then he gets up a layer of T-Spikes. Kind of unfortunate for him, but I think I go for the knockoff right here. Yep, and then this is going to hurt the Raichu. I think right here I decided to go for the Roost. I believe I go for the Roost right here. Oh no, I go for the defog. Okay. So yes, we're still in range to live a Rock Slide, and I just decided to go right for the Roost. This is a winning battle for me, especially because Leftovers kind of neutralizes the burn damage. I'm just trying to get back as healthy as possible. He just keeps on Rock Sliding, maybe hoping for a crit or something like that. He's having a tough time breaking through this Mandibuzz Aldino defensive core. I just had to go for the U-turn here because I'm healthy. So right here, I knew he was probably going to be the Grassium Z. I have the Rindoberry, and I have enough investment to live one Grassium Z plus one Flash Cannon. That is the best combination he has, if he even has Flash Cannon. So I'm like, all right, we got this. We're gonna hit this thing, and we're gonna surf it up right here. We're gonna hang 10, surf it up, boy. So he goes right for the Grassium Z, which I fully expected, and he goes for Bloom Doom. He gets a crit, and I'm like, oh shit! Am I gonna live this? Crit? No. But we live it. So I get a huge surf on him because I am max special attack, and judging by that damage, he doesn't really have a lot of Spadef investment. Surf, no matter what, is like a 2-hit KO on Heatran on pretty much all variants of Heatran, unless he's like Paso Berry or something like that. But I know I can't live the Flash Cannon right here, so I just decided to go for this. He has Earth Power, and I'm like, oh, okay. And that he showed his whole moveset: Solar Beam, Grassium, Solar Beam, Earth Power, Lava Plume, and Stealth Rock. So he does not have Flash Cannon, which is valuable information. No, I go for the Wish right here. I think he charged up for Solar Beam, which was kind of interesting. And then on the second turn, I just decided to protect because why not? Might as well dodge a Solar Beam, not take damage from it. He goes into Tangrowth, and then I go for Wish Protect again. He goes for Rock Tomb. I just kind of wanted to see what he wanted to do, and then I decided to lay down a Toxic on this Tangrowth. I really wanted to just put this thing on a timer and have it rack up Toxic damage. so it just can't like sit there. I know it has Regenerator and it can reset the toxic image, but you know, just toxic thing and wearing it down is very useful. So I think I decided to went for the Ice Beam again, you know, just to get some little chip damage on him. He gets up a sub, and then I think I just wish right here. So at this point, I'm like, he might try to roost up right here, and also I was thinking to myself, maybe I could live like an Ice Beam, or maybe I could like get him on a Toxic or something like this. So I kind of make an aggressive play right here and go into Tapu Fini. I think if he Earth Powers right here, I think I just die, which is pretty big deal. But he decides to go for Roost, so I get the prediction right, and I get a massive amount of health back, which is super nice. He goes for the Roost right here. I opt to break the sub with Moonblast. And then I think I go for another Moonblast right here. Yep, go for another Moonblast, and that does about 21%. This thing is running out of switch-ins. So I go for Mandibuzz. He goes for a Toxic Spike, Layer of Spikes. Perfectly fine. We're going to defog these hazards away on this turn. Because I know I can live 2 Ice Beams. And then we're going to roost it up right here. And he's going to go back into the right shoe. I think we U-turn right here. I think so. Oh, he goes. Yep, we do that, and then we go into Darmanitan and turn 49. Look at that, turn 49, and that's the first KO. Jesus Christ. This is a long battle, but this is a battle we're winning right here. This is a battle that I'm pretty sure we got. I think it's going to be really hard for him to break through Audino, Mandibuzz, and Tapu Fini. But Darmanitan picks up the first KO of the season, which is nice. We go into this. He misses the Rock Slide. That's unfortunate. I go into a U-turn right here, and I think I decide to U-turn into Care Package. He decides to Earth Power me. We eating that up all day, every day. Behind the light screen, it doesn't do as much. It did, let's see, it did 33%. So if light screen is not up, it does 66. That means he can't. With light screen, he could take 2 more, but without it, he can't take a nice beam from an Audino. He decided opposite switch right here. I think I just decided to wish. Yep, I decided to wish. I think I switch into Korra. Yep, and then he gets up rocks perfectly fine. This is a free Surf, but I think I Moonblast. I don't know if Moonblast actually killed the Heat Tran from there, but I decided to Moonblast because I wasn't sure if he wanted to stay in, and just judging by his moveset, he can't really touch Korra. I decide to stay in, get up a light screen, yeah. So I get up the what's it called, with the minus special attack drop, and I decide to just go get up a light screen because I am faster than this Tangrowth, and light screen plus special attack drop, he ain't touching me. So toxic damage is wrapping up. I think I go for Ice Beam right here. Yep, go for Ice Beam. Does about 13%. Still just trying to whittle down this Tentacle as much as possible. I think I decide to defog right here. Especially behind the light screen. It's not going to do as much. And then I think I roost up right here. Yep, and I roost up right here. Then he Ice Beams again. And then I decide to knock off. He is Shuckleberry, which is really interesting to know. Shuckleberry would have been really useful for him for like a potential Haxorus, like Dragon Dance Sweep, or even a Darmanitan Earthquake, or a Mega Aggron Earthquake. All 3 of those months had Earthquake, so he just decides to keep on Ice Beaming. Because of the burn, leftovers like neutral, like I'm like winning this battle. So I just have to like pretty much like go from defog to knockoff to roost, and then just get some couple knockoffs in, and this Tentacle is done up. I decided to roost right here to keep me healthy, and then I think I defog on this turn. Yep. And then I think what do I do right here? I think I just opt to go for the KO. Yep, I opt to go for the KO. And then I think we're good to roost right here. Yep, and yep, we roost. Oh, I just decided to defog. I don't know why I didn't roost right here. I could have potentially saved differential. I think part of the reason why I didn't was because I just wanted to speed this game up. Because full disclosure, guys, I I played this game pretty early in the morning. I was gonna go on vacation, like away for a trip, and then so I was like kind of running out of time. I played this game early in the morning. Mix is in Germany, so time difference was kind of hard for us to schedule a match. But I was like, all right, we need to speed this game up, and I was okay with Mana Biz dying. Not ideal. I probably would have roosted there and tried to play even more lame. I just go into care package. He goes for the sludge wave, but we eat that, and then I think I toxic this play. Nope, I don't, which is unfortunate. And then we go into Korra. He can't really touch this thing, and then I just decide to Moonblast right here. He goes for the Roost, perfectly fine play. And then I go for Roost, or I go for Moonblast again, I think. Yep. And then he goes for that. I'm like, all right, like enough of this. He goes for the Leaf Storm. It does a lot, even behind the light screen. I think I decide the Ice Beam right here. Right? Yep. Decide the Ice Beam. I just decide to surf it up, and then this thing is done. And then what do I do right here? I go into care package, and then beyond the light screen, and ain't doing anything. And I think I decide to toxic. Yeah, I definitely toxic right here. So I toxic right here, and I can stall this thing out with Wish Protect, toxic, and toxic stall, and he can't really touch this thing. He goes for the Earth Power, is what it is. I get toxic, but I'm cool with that. I think I decide right here to sack the Mandibuzz. No, Korra is in. And then I think I get the Wish health back, right? Yep. And I'm like at full. I think I decide to Moonblast. I want to say a Moonblast right here. No, Ice Beam. So I do 35% right here, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get this Tangrowth out of the paint. And he Leaf Storms, almost kills me, but not quite. And then I just Moonblast. And then I think I just let the Tapu Fini die. Yep. And then I go into Darmanitan. At this point, Landers cannot take a Flare Blitz, and Kyurem can't take 2 Flare Blitzes. So Kyurem is not switching. So I just Flare Blitz right here. This thing is dead. And then I Flare Blitz here. And it does not kill. But he decides to Earth Power, my Darmanitan dies, and then I just go into K Moody 617 because we faster, and then just Dragon Claw. He is a Bond Berry, but it doesn't matter because I still got the KO. So definitely good game to mix. Long ass game, 87 turns. Ugh, marathoner. But I really like my team. Full disclosure, I played this game after I played the SSL game. Like, I played the SSL game, and then I was like, man, got waxed. So I had time to prep. Like, I played the SSL game on a Friday, and then I played Mix on Saturday morning. And then, like, after I got waxed, I was like, no fucking way am I going to lose this next match. No way. So I was very, like, had enough time to calc, had enough time to do all this, me in the lab and all that, and really think about the match. So, I mean, like, Mix caught me at a pretty vulnerable time where I really needed to win, and, you know, just, like, not get totally waxed 2 games in a row. I definitely like my team a lot. Audino's really cool, and, yeah, and Mega Aggron didn't even have to hit the field. Lord Zed didn't even have to touch the field. He just sent his minions out because he is the Lord Zed. But yeah, so definitely a fun match. I think we're playing Cole next week, so can't wait for that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, Booty Claws out. Peace.